Hello, welcome to this episode of the Tim Fork Show. I'm having a look at my N-scale train set layout again, and also I finally bought some Kato track here, see? And I'm trying to set it up as be a replacement for the outer line, the freight line, as you can see here. I'm trying to use a tripod at the same time to hope it makes things more stable, but at the same time could be knocking stuff and making more vibrations happen. But anyway, right now I can't just have it on the ground because I've got to show you this. But I'm using a different camera as well this time, finally using my old phone. It's a really old phone, but it's got wide angle lens. So yeah, anyway, I'm a bit of an idiot. I didn't buy enough track basically, but maybe I will have enough anyway, because I've bought also a Kato train set, so that comes with some track. So I think that when the Kato train set comes tomorrow, probably, hopefully, although I haven't gotten a tracking number from Amazon yet, for Australia Post delivery, you know what I mean? Anyway, when it comes, I can probably fill the gaps with some, normal track like that, so it'll look like that sort of thing, because it can transition from normal track, single track to double track, And also here, I've already ordered as well a turnout kit that replicates this. Oops, sorry, something fell down, so I knocked something over. Anyway, like this part here where the two electric turnouts, I bought that from Amazon as well in the past. It was like on special. At the time it was cheaper than Kato stuff, but now they've put the price up on it. Bloody EV charging equipment falling over. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so I've been looking at this track and looking closely at it. To be honest, I mean, I haven't run a train over it yet, but it's hard for you to see this on camera, but that's not the smoothest transition from one track to another. And when I compare this to the Tomix, it's like they're doing a better job at cutting this track smoothly, even though it's made in China. So this is weird, isn't it? Because, see, Kato track should be more expensive, or should also be higher quality than the Tomix track. Better. It should be, right, in theory, because it's made in Japan, but maybe it's not really. This is what I'm afraid of already, and that's just on bits that meet. Now, because it's concave in a way, or super elevated, if you try to do shapes like this, there's a much more of a huge can you see what I'm talking about? I can feel it and I can see it, and there's quite a big gap. So if I put a little carriage on it or something, see how smoothly. I know that I'm pressing down on it and it's over exaggerating it a bit, but yeah, it's very bumpy. So I really hope that doesn't cause derailments like one or two other YouTubers have actually said, that they have to file the edges of the track smooth, the corners, along these joins. Yeah, that's a very rough transition, and I don't get that with the Tomix track, which is on here, I'll show you. I suppose it's still noisy. Oops, I just made it derail, so maybe I am full of shit. I don't know, we'll see. Only actually running this train in for a while. Sorry, I wasn't doing good camera work then. Only running this track in for a while, for hours, playing with it, is gonna let me know fully. But obviously as well, trying to go from one direction to another direction, you sort of need to have this straight bit in the middle to transition it. Or there's problems with it, because of the way it's super elevated. It's sort of actually it's exaggerating the problem, But I've heard other YouTubers say they've had the problem with the normal single track as well. And I just don't have any of that here yet to show, except for these derailers that was actually consisting of 2 single pieces. But there, look. Try to get this on camera, but there's gaps between the track here. Look. Can it focus? Is there enough light for you to see this? Sorry, it's boxing the way. Can you see the gap there between the track pieces? That doesn't bode well or speak of high quality. So I'm really sort of at a loss to words that I've spent $400 to replace this already. One, I didn't buy enough, and two, it's just as bad as some people say in some ways. So I don't know. We'll see if it's worth it at the end. I'm going to have a lot of leftover Tomix track. Hopefully I can find a different use for that. Sorry, I'm just setting it up now on the tripod so I can just let go. I know people don't like shaky camera. I don't know if these cheap camera phones actually have image stabilization built into them or not. And certainly YouTube used to have image stabilization as a feature in the editor, in the video editor, and the studio used to be able to make YouTube do automatic stabilizations, and they don't have that feature anymore because I looked for it and I tried to. All the times people complained in my videos about images being shaky, I went and looked and I was like, oh, it won't let me fucking fix it. Anyway, another drawback in my opinion is the way you have to use these special pieces for connecting the power to them. So let's have a look at how you do this, see if I can get it on camera. This is how long the cable is. It's not very long either, you never get long enough cables. But if I put 2 cables together, maybe I can make a long one. Anyway, let's have a look, see how it goes. Yeah, like that. Does it fit only one way? Yeah. Okay, so that's alright. Oh, did I do it on screen? Oh, I'll try it again. I wasn't even looking at the camera to see if I was on screen properly. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't order enough straight pieces. Clearly I need to order some more. I think the seller I ordered it from actually only had like 1 more left I could have ordered because they only had so many. But I only ordered 4 and I think they had 5 in stock, so it's like, oh no. Because they charge shipping if I don't do big orders over $150. So therefore, I don't actually need $150 worth to fix it. So therefore, I'm going to have to like probably buy the track maybe from Amazon or Japan Plaza instead. Just because there's more stuff on Japan Plaza I want to buy. I want to buy a new, another freight engine that's a Kato, just so I can have a Kato one, because all my freight stuff is, not all my freight engine is just the motors, right? They're all Tomix at the moment, these things. Anyway, I do have some Kato, carriages and stuff for freight, like that carriage is Kato, pretty sure. Say Kato? Yeah, it says Kato there. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, I can see it. Anyway, these ones are Kato. There's other green ones over there. I've got a few carriages. I'm going to buy some more. I think I don't actually have enough freight carriages. I can't believe it. But for 2 long freight trains, they're not that long. But anyway, maybe they're long enough. I'm just being crazy. I never stop buying things or wanting to buy things. There's always something else to buy. Is this fucking recording? Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.